Portharcourt Refinery test run is ongoing. So now they have finished the revamp or the repairs, and now test run is ongoing. I know that they said that shortly after the New Year break, that products will start streaming to the public from the refinery. And they've not told us whether the Portharcourt Refinery, old refinery, or the new refinery that they are trying to test run. We don't know yet. Okay? Now, they're telling us that the test run is ongoing. I just hope that it will run very well, because the way that system has been down for a long while, I'm scared to see that system running effectively. Okay, but Portharcourt Refinery test run ongoing, and the marketers are still projecting fuel price hike. Why? Why will marketers project fuel price hike when the refinery are still running? If Portharcourt Refinery can run, Dangote Refinery can run, why can't both of them, feed Nigerian public before even taking off export? The federal government on Wednesday said the Portharcourt Refinery Company was still being test run, adding that refined petroleum products from the plant would hit the market soon. It disclosed this at a briefing in Abuja as oil marketers expressed worry that the recent crash of the naira against the United States dollar might lead to a hike in the pump price of refined petroleum products. Okay. They specifically wondered how the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation would continue to supply premium auto spirit, popularly called petrol, at the current cost, considering the fact that $1 now equals 1,450 naira. Meanwhile, speaking about the Portharcourt refinery during an event in Abuja, the Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Henneken Lukobri, told journalists that the plant was still being test run. that is the thing now. How long are they going to keep test running it? That is the truth. And now I remember when they finished, when they came out last year in December to say that the test run has started, but I think it was either Jirin Gelale or Bayananuga that said that even if the Portharcourt refinery start running, that the fuel price hike will not come down, because the cost of crude all over the world is already high, and the cost of production is going to be high. Okay, so then what then are we saying? If you cannot subsidize it, if you cannot make the price a bit cheaper for Nigerians to use, why then are you now trying to sensitize the public that the refinery is going to run? Is it just availability alone? Because it's all about demand and supply that we're talking about here. Okay, let's continue and recall that on December 21, 2023, the federal government announced the mechanical completion of rehabilitation work on Area 5 plant of the Portharcourt Refining Company in Rivers State. It also stated that the first phase of the plant had been completed, as the facility would start refining 60,000 barrels per day of crude oil after the Christmas break. This, however, did not happen. Exactly. So again, it's about all promises, and nothing to show for it. But when asked about the status of the facility on Wednesday, Lukobri replied the mechanical aspect of the Portharcourt refinery has been completed and they are still test running it. Yesterday, the MD of the refinery was here because I had to ask him what was going on. These were projects that are very fundamental to our survival economically, and I believe that very soon products will start coming out from there. But there are several components in that gigantic structure that will take time mechanically to finalize for product to start running. We talk now, the same way Obasanjo said that refinery will not work. It's just area 5 alone that are working and you are talking. What about the other areas? The refinery is a very complex system that you can't just wake up and say it has started working. How? How? Starting from atmospheric unit to all that is the primary distillation unit, to all the secondary processing units like the FCC, like the what do they call them? The reforming unit, the sulfurization, what they call it, alkylation unit, and all the blending unit, and all the pumping stations. Do you know what they are talking about? The flash system, the control room that have been redundant over the years. Huh. You don't know. Again, recall that the Dangote refinery was commissioned by the Buhari administration, but they haven't started releasing product because it takes time. Hey. Oh boy. So I believe that the Portharcourt refinery will soon come, and the Warri refinery is in top gear. So the minister further stated that if you ask me, in the next few months, we would have tremendously increased our refining capacity. I was reading a report that if we refine our product there, we will get 18 times more in terms of value addition. So I believe that very soon the Portharcourt refinery and the other refineries will all come on stream. This is together with our program on modular refineries, where we are giving some people 5,000 barrels, 10,000 barrels, and 30,000 barrels licenses. So you noted that with the summation of all these, Nigeria will be able to solve its energy needs and also supply refined products to West Africa. You never feed Nigeria, they talk of West Africa. So on the cost of PMS, going by the crash of the Naira against the dollar, the National Public Relations Officer, Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, okay, IPMAN, Chief Okadike Chinedu, stated that the price of the commodity might rise. We commend the NNPC for being able to provide PMS, but the truth is that the rise in dollar is affecting every commodity in Nigeria, and PMS might not be an exception anytime soon. So it is likely that we may see a hike in its price, he stated. You see? So the question now is because of dollar. Okay, we are importing products in dollar. We were waiting for the refineries to work, and the refineries that were not even sure whether it will work. Now, what for all these things? I'm telling you the truth. We are not even sure whether the refinery will work, and we're here talking. And somebody said Nigeria is a very funny country, and that is true. At this period that Dangote and NNPC refineries have started producing fuel at full capacity, what is causing increase in fuel pump price again, instead of reducing fuel price to 200 naira per liter to reduce the suffering of the masses? Please stop exploiting Nigerians and do what is needful. Portharcourt refinery has not started working. That is what you need to know. Okay, they have not started producing. They are just test running it, and that is the essence of this news. They are just test running it. As I say, you better don't bring that to public domain this time around. Because the reaction of the masses will not favor federal government. Mark my word. Okay, come and tell us that the Portharcourt refinery is starting, but the fuel price will still go up. Why? Direction of water. This confirms my theory that people don't want the cost of PMS to reduce in Nigeria today. The question is that the government is operating on propaganda. You cannot announce that refinery is done, it's being test run. Meanwhile, the greater part of it has not been revamped. Only small unit. Everything about all the plants and units in the refinery are interdependent. You cannot start a process when the entire process pipeline is not complete or is not functional. Okay, because the output of one plant, it becomes the feed to another plant. So it's in a serial processing process or serial production process. So you cannot start sending crude to distillation unit when the secondary processing units are not functional. What are you going to achieve? So it's a complex system that the people need to understand. So that is it. Thank you for listening. And let's have your comment. Portharcourt Refinery is still under test run.